Hi, I'm Mariah Morris, the founder and therapist at Evergreen Wellbeing. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about individual therapy, which is basically you and me working one-on-one. And I love individual therapy because it's a time and a place for you to really focus on changing your experience of yourself. So that might sound weird, but oftentimes people come because they say, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, there's something wrong with me. And they're looking for a change that is symptom response. And the way that I like to work is about casting off a lot of the terms and the labels and the wrongness of the situation and really understanding what is going on inside of you and why it doesn't feel good with what's outside of you, right? So that fundamental mismatch of here's what is going on in the world around me, in my relationships, in my history, in my worries about the future. How am I experiencing that inside of myself? What am I hearing myself say to myself, right? Really, really getting comfortable going inside, being safe, and listening and knowing and being curious about your experience. One of the things that you'll hear me say a lot is that two things can be true, right? I can really love this person and really dislike them at the same time. Those things can exist simultaneously and often do. We do not have to choose between one or the other. I can really want to leave my job and be terrified by what that might mean. And learning to hold and listen to these voices, to these warnings, to these narratives inside of ourselves so that we can turn towards them and be curious and heal what's underneath it, the wounds and the vulnerabilities that all the stuff we move through our day with is trying to protect us. That's where life gets really, really interesting. And so, because I believe so fundamentally that your time in therapy is your time, we can spend it however you want it. There are days when you're like, I am ready. I brought stuff to talk about. Let's go deep. And there are days when you're just going to be like, oh man, I just need to sit and be calm and talk about nothing. I don't have it today. All of that is okay. We can sit on the deck. We can go for a walk. You can lie in the moon pod with a beanbag over your eyes and a weighted blanket, and we can do breathing exercises. We can do yoga. We can do whatever it is that's going to feel good to you. We can do sand tray where you don't talk. You just build representations in the sand of what makes sense for you. It's literally all okay with me, and I've built this practice to allow you choice in every moment of therapy because there are no wrong answers. Simply by prioritizing your health and well-being, by coming here and doing the brave work of saying, I need to look at how to make change in my life, is such an honor, and it's so wonderful, and it's absolutely the right thing to do. So that's a lot of words for saying we'll figure it out as we go. It's my job to know the path, to have an idea of what's going on and where you might want to go. And it's your job to show up and to say, here's where I'm at. Here's where I'm ready to work. And here's where I'd prefer not to work. And all of that is okay. So yeah, thank you for listening. And I hope we'll get a chance to talk in the future. Take care.